What's up? This is Brainfold Builders, and I will be going over Chapter 1 Programming Challenge 2 from starting out with C++ 9th edition. So this is extremely similar to Programming Challenge 1, just with different variable names and a little bit different outputs here. So let's just jump right into it. You have your target statement, why you wrote the program up here in the comment. Comment is done by // and then write whatever you want. Now we include the IOStream header file. This includes the header file named input/output stream. It makes it so that you can produce output in the terminal, see input in the terminal, and gather input from the terminal and the user. Next we have using namespace standard. This declares the scope of the namespace so we don't have to write the prefix std : in front of all of our functions. Like for example, we would have to write std : cout. But because we're doing using namespace standard, we do not have to. So it's a coverall, but it is not great practice for larger programs, but since we're just learning, we don't care. Now we have int main. This is our main function where all the business goes down. We will have more functions in the future, but all we need right now is our beautiful little main function. Now we have our user-defined variables up here. Usually, for my code at least in my style, I have my variables at the top of my program, just so that if I need to change one of the values, change one of the names, I know where they're all at. They're all in one simple place. So they are baseball bought, baseball cost, and a total spent, and the double data type. So all of these will be a double, and they're all separated by commas, ended with a semicolon. Now we are going to get the price per, well, that needs to be changed, price per baseball, and then get the amount bought. Sorry about that. So we're going to get the price per baseball with our cout statement. Cout, double chevron. I'm not sure if that's what that's called, but I'm just saying chevron for now. So cout, double alligator mouth, quote, how much does one baseball cost, question mark, end quote, double alligator, then end L semicolon. End L stands for end line. So whenever you have an end line here, that means in the terminal, it's going to output this, and then go down to the next line, which is our cin statement. You're going to see the input. The input will be stored to baseball cost, semicolon. Please notice the difference in direction of the chevrons pointing. Here you have cout, and they're pointing towards the cout because you're going to see the output. And then you have cin pointing towards the variable baseball cost, because whatever you input will be stored to the baseball cost variable. Same exact thing for this little chunklet of code here. You're going to output how many baseballs did you buy, end the line, so it's not all on the same line. Technically, you could have the input on the same line if you want. It is not my style though. So now we're going to have cin, and we're going to store whatever the input is to baseball bought. It's worth mentioning, all we can input here is the double value, or an int value technically. And this is just because of our data type. If we were to input like a letter here, like A, our program would throw big error, so we don't want that. Now, right here, we're going to be doing the calculation with all of our user-defined variables. So we have total spent and to total spent. We are going to assign the value of baseball bought multiplied by baseball cost. See, this is the correct language. In my last video I did total spent equals, which is the math way to say it, but it's not right for programming because equivalence and assignment is different in computer science. So total spent and to total spent, we are going to be assigning the value of baseball bought times baseball cost. And then we are going to output that value with cout, chevron, and total your spent money is, and then we have our total spent variable here. And then return 0, and return 0 means that if all of our code went through without a hitch, we're going to return a 0. If we do not get that return 0, that means we got an error somewhere. So let's run it. Fantastic. How much does one ball cost? Let's have this be ludicrous and say like, I don't know, $4.50 per ball, which seems like a lot. I don't know how much baseballs cost, but whatever. How many baseballs did you buy? Well, this little league team needs a lot, so 234. In total, you spent an ouchie amount of $1,053. That'd be a painful purchase for a little league team. So that is programming challenge number 2, in depth, line by line. Thank you for viewing, and if this helped, feel free to like, share, or possibly even subscribe. I'll be hitting you up with program challenge number 3 right after this. Feel free to watch it. Thank you.